Hey everybody, I'm Steve Caranzalidis, web/senior editor for Security Sales and Integration. Today with me I have Managing Director of Vistacom Control Room Solutions, Dan Gundry. Dan is here to talk about what Vistacom is bringing to ISC West this year. So Dan, let's go ahead and dive on in. What's the leading product or offering your company is showing off at ISC West this year, and what makes it unique or special?
Yeah, so appreciate it, Steve. Thanks for having us. We are very excited to be at our very first ISC West. I've walked the show for at least the past 6 or 7 years, but this is the first time that we're actually taking a booth, and we're excited. One of the reasons we're taking the booth is to showcase two sides of our business, and one is those larger spaces. So first and foremost, Vistacom is a control room integrator. So we support security integrators when they get inside those four walls of a command center space. And what we want to do is differentiate between two different types of command centers. One are more of those global security operations centers, those fusion centers, the larger spaces, right, that everybody likes to talk about. They're the ones that look great, but they're very complex. They require a lot of design, a lot of discussions around what the space should be, around the operator experience, integrations with third-party software. So while we want to talk about those, that's not what we're going to be showcasing at ISC West. Because that second type of space, aside from those global security operations centers, the ones that are more commonplace are those smaller security command centers, dispatch centers, monitoring centers for those small to medium-sized applications. These are the ones that realistically either are over-designed because we try to design them and fit them into the GSOC standard, or they're under-designed, whereas they don't have flexibility. They're monitors slapped on a wall with extended PCs, or they're using standard office furniture. There's no concern for the operator experience and scalability and redundancy and those types of things. That's what we're going to be talking about at ISC West through a new product launch called Vistacom SecureView. So Vistacom SecureView is essentially an all-in-one command center kit that a security integrator can DIY most of it in the field, backed up by Vistacom's expertise in the command and control market. So configurable packages, simple installation, easy assembly on site, backed by Vistacom. So your team gets to do all the work, but they also get the backing of somebody who does it on a daily basis, knows what they're doing, and we've built good margin into that product for the integrator.
Awesome. Any other products or offerings you'd like to highlight?
So Vistacom SecureView is going to be the product that we're really talking about. We will have our subject matter experts on hand to talk about those bigger spaces, those alternative designs for GSOCs, fusion centers, NOCs, TOCs, EOCs, sound like a Dr. Seuss book in some ways when we talk about the acronyms. But we really want to focus on SecureView. We will have other partners in our booth. They've got some of their own new and emerging technologies, but I don't want to steal their thunder, so we'll let them talk on their own to people that come and see us.
Great. So what else is new or noteworthy about the company for 2022?
Yeah, so I'm really excited to work for Vistacom. Vistacom has been a family-owned company since 1954. We're now in our third generation. And what we've done is we're realigning the company to fit with the identity of the organization. So we just restructured as a women-owned business. We've just submitted all of our paperwork for certifications. We're looking forward to getting that back in a couple of months. We'll be able to share that. And that is a designation that's really important to a lot of our partners, a lot of our clients. Some have goals, but also more importantly, it's really important to us because it aligns with who we are as an identity and the leadership that directs us on a regular basis.
Awesome. So what's your company's overall value proposition to security dealers and integrators, and why should they do business with you?
Yeah, we work really successfully when we work through a security integrator. It's your client. You know them better. You've got boots on the ground to support them on a daily basis, but we're your subject matter expert within the four walls of that command center. We're not a security integrator. We don't sell what you sell. We know those products, but we know it through a different lens. We have a different seat at that same table, as I like to say. We see the command center space and security operations through a very different lens. And when we can work together, we bring a different value proposition to your clients. When you're bringing somebody in to talk to your clients about cameras and access control and all the other physical security aspects of what you do, I guarantee you your competitors are not in there talking to them proactively and in detail about the command center space. we're in these spaces all the time. I bring stories, I bring benchmarking, I bring networking opportunities, and it brings you a level of stickiness that you don't get necessarily with some of those other products. We're unique, we're different, but again, we're supporting you. We're never going to work around you. We're always going to work through you. And we've got great proof of performance in doing so with and through security integrators.
So what do you see as some of the top opportunities in the marketplace right now?
Yeah, I think, there's a couple of things that we see. First of all, when we look at the command center space, we're talking about content. There's the proliferation of cameras that are out there, all the different data points that we're monitoring and measuring, the different dashboards, the different applications. How do we make sense of that? So one, we see content just continuing to build up, and we need to find a way to cut through that noise in order to put the right information at the right time in the hands of the operators and decision makers. I think that's key point number one. I think number two, we're seeing increased responsibilities of security directors. Maybe now they're taking on, employee 411, or they're taking on some cyber or network or IT type of security type of applications. They're taking on more in terms of employee travel and executive protection, and supply chain logistics has been really big. The remote-based operator is another. There is a flurry of different things that are out there in the market right now. The command center is becoming more important than ever in that discussion.
Great. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think just, again, we're really excited to finally take our first booth at ISC West. I'm really excited to share Vistacom SecureView with our partners and consultants and end users, get their feedback on the product, what they like, what they don't like, what we can improve, and constantly looking to improve all of that. It's a great step forward. I think Vistacom SecureView plugs a real hole in the market, rather than having integrators go out there and find and just bring their own technologies and displays and products to the table. We're giving them something in a nice, easy to use fashion. It's a stock in a box, to use that concept, and I'm super excited to share that with everybody at ISC West.
All right, sounds good. I know a lot of people are excited for the show and to get back to normal and start networking and seeing new solutions out there. So Dan, thank you very much.
Steve, thank you for having me.
All right, take care.
All right, you take care of yourself too.
All right, have a good one.